live in now.
That's great.
So we're live now. Yes.
Yes.
Live now.
Good stuff.
So all right, cool. Because I want to do this intro now. You ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Crimson Castle Games proudly brings to you its commentating duo for the evening. Because you see, it's me, it's Tenacious DT, rolling real heavy here with quad nines, Drew to the bent to the lead. Thanks. Sorry, it took me like 3 weeks to think of that.
All right, so we got a little Wednesday night standard going on. Hopefully, we can have some good matchups. I know this format's a little bit stale, but just the a couple spoilers the last few days has got me more excited about standard.
And I haven't even looked at spoilers in the last 2 days.
So you didn't see the new Johnny?
I take that back. I'm sorry. I did see the Johnny just because somebody spoiled it on Facebook.
Oh, yes. It is good. The couple of the gods look okay, so I'm interested in seeing the other three. But the Iroas, the red-white ones, makes all your guys basically indestructible during combat. So that seems good. And
nice.
Then the blue-red one, Karanos, during your upkeep, if you first card you draw, if it's a land, you draw another card.
Right.
And if you look at it, if it's a spell, you bolt them to the face of the creature.
So that sounds exciting.
Pretty good. So I can definitely see those in a couple weeks getting in there.
All right. Let's see. First feature match of the evening, we have Mr. Kai Nelson versus Brian Rich.
So
let's see.
Brian's on a bug list, I believe. Yeah, he's on a bug list, and I think Kai's playing. Yeah, blue-white control.
Blue-white control.
Of course.
Bug, yes, of course. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was going over Brian's deck with him earlier. He's got some pretty neat stuff you don't see in a lot of the decks.
Okay.
It should be interesting.
Let's see what he does. Looks like we're off. Here comes the die roll.
So,
both players shuffling up.
It looks like I believe Kyle with the die roll today, but we'll see in a second.
Looks like it. That table is shaking like crazy.
Well, right off the bat, I gotta figure Brian's got the edge here with his panda sleeves.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well,
Definitely style preference goes to Brian Rich.
Then he snapped mulligans to 6, I like.
Brian's actually been on, it's interesting to see, he's been on Mono Blue Devotion for about the better part of 2 years now.
Same
That's
time.
an exaggeration.
Well, since Theros came out, since it was even half a deck.
Wait, this is tripping me out. We've actually got the players reversed. Brian is actually on the left under where Kai's name is. I just noticed that.
No, yep, definitely said that.
That old snazzy plaid hat.
Oh, man.
Look at what
Kyle's
technology.
having to go to 5.
Look at what technology can do.
This got rough in a good bit. Just a little switching up, no big deal. But hopefully we get a game here. If he goes, I don't think he can go below 5 and have much of a game.
If anybody can do it,
Blue light.
I got a lot of respect for Kai. He relatively new to the area down here, but he's played several matches against him and watched him, and he's a pretty sharp kid. He's pretty good.
So I played a couple weeks ago, and I was able to dodge him by losing in the first round.
There you go.
Pretty much took care of that.
There you go. That is one way to avoid catastrophe.
Okay. Any 3 and 2, just about you have to keep here, I would guess.
Yeah, lands and spells.
Yeah, see a couple
There you
lands. It's got the
Couple of
Vise
temples.
Islands, looks like.
It's like a couple of temples. I see a D-sphere. What's going on, and we're underway.
And Scrylands will help out a little bit, get him some kind of gas going on.
Kai definitely thinking it over. Looks like he's going to keep.
Is that it's like Brian divination. There's so many arts on divination, it's hard to keep up. He took two from his tomb there. And 7 carries.
So we carried it. It's a good start. Kai's going to sky again. He's going to keep him pass around.
Tap 3 and draw 2.
Tap 3, draw 2. I like that card.
Always playable. Anytime you get the card advantage, it's not bad. More scry. All the scry over there. I know Brian's got a lot of removal in his deck. A fair amount of the sideboard, but he's got some just the main deck, I believe. And other than a Planeswalker.
I imagine just from what I would think bug control would be, he's going to have a lot of dead cards against Kai right here.
Like I guess the downfalls will hit Planeswalker if he ever gets to cast one, but other than that, it's going to be quite a few dead cards.
Oh, there's the first Planeswalker there.
Nothing like a little mini fact or fiction there.
Yes, indeed.
So, Brian way up on cards right now,
like,
but hasn't really done anything, I suppose. I mean, he's got to carry it out. He's got the first Jace, but...
yeah, we're still in building stage here. As is the control matchup.
Sort of on topic, did you, so you haven't seen they completed the Scryland cycle? They, you knew he was going to get the Izzet and the Golgari ones, but not for nothing, they've got the best art. Not that it really matters to people that didn't get to play them for the past 3 months, but the art's pretty outstanding. Can't wait to see the fulls on those. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely checking those out tonight.
Elixir
of Immortality. Brian, go for the Immortal plan.
Well, between that and the Sphinx's Revelations that Kai's going to eventually cast, if he makes it to it, there's going to be a lot of life changes in this particular matchup.
Yeah, I don't envy Tech Boy 5000 out there on the Dig Spirit. Okay.
Dig Spirit, okay.
Kai's afraid.
Elixir.
He fears the Immortals. This thing, I've played a lot of Esper Control over the last several months. It's kind of one of my favorites. That's one of the so amazing things about the Scrylands. I mean, everybody knows it already, but I mean, the guy mulled to 5, and now he's just right back in perfect condition. It looks like he hasn't missed a beat.
He's going to cut the counter spell, you syncopate. So that helps out Brian.
Get out of my house, Jace. Highlandered that Jace. There can be only one.
Boy, remember back in the Callblade days, you would sideboard Jace Beleren just to kill the Mind Sculptor.
Exactly.
That was the 6 sideboard tech.
Yeah.
And, the control decks would play Jitte just to kill other Jittes.
The old 1 blue Hero's Downfall.
The original kill target Planeswalker.
Yeah.
And, well, he's definitely got all the mana he could want. He's up to 7 now with the Caryatid. I can't really say it. I think he's got Cure in hand. Don't know if he's going to slam that, if he's got other plans. But have you got to play with Cure in? It's a pretty fun card.
No, I have not. I've really wanted to. Hadn't had really any access, but every time I see it, it looks sweet. I was one of those that was on the fence when it was spoiled and at the first weekend, but after I saw folks playing with it, man, it looks sweet. And there she comes.
Sometimes it's just a real expensive Explorer, but it still sucks up some damage if they have to, or a card if they have to kill it. Of course, it's good friends with Jace since you can make their other attackers smaller besides moving a lot down. Okay, just trying to check out Brian's hand there. Look, he's got Abrupt Decay, Downfall, a fair amount of dead cards. Another Jace. Looks like this one's probably going to
Dead anymore.
Oh, he's got
gonna
the
get one
syncopate,
of
but
these,
he's
and he's
going to
gonna-
go.
He has a syncopate?
Yeah, he's got syncopate in hand. It's the old art.
He's going 2 Downfall, it says. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why you don't counter that there.
I guess he's going to hold it for something else since he knows his downfalls are pretty much dead except for to get the Jaces.
It seems like he's way too ahead right now. Yeah, well, that's true too. I mean, he could save the syncopate for a
Rev or something, or to fight back against the dissolve. Okay, he takes the Rev, bottoms the other two.
Yeah, he's kind of good up.
Yeah, he's just gonna
here.
He let him use it and
Oh,
then just
never
downfalled
mind.
it.
Kai still has 2 lands in play. I'm sorry.
Right.
He has 6 lands instead of 4 lands. He could have he couldn't have paid for the syncopate for 2.
No. But like it must have just been because he wanted to get the almost dead card out of his hand.
True.
Of course, that being the case, he could always get rid of the D-Sphere with the Abrupt Decay, if it came to that, if it just absolutely needed it.
Indeed.
And it looks like one of Kai's lands will be unable to do damage to anybody.
Yeah, that land's not hitting anybody in the mouth.
No.
He shut it down for 2 turns in a row now.
So Kai really needs to find an answer, which, there's not a whole lot of answers other than D-Sphere in the deck for Planeswalkers, because does he have enough black mana for downfall? I guess he does. See, no, I only say 1 black source. Yeah, it's Plains, Island, Elf Mountain.
No, D-Sphere is going to be, oh boy's on the out.
Okay, so he's revving.
Unless he has a Fated Retribution.
That would be the good tech.
Which a lot of those lists play maybe a 1 of.
Mm-hmm. Okay, looks like.
Let's see, I don't know if he has any access.
Yeah, he's actually got the
Fated Retribution.
Got one on the board. So
I would be willing to venture he has 1 in the main, 1 in the board. For this matchup, exactly.
So, Brian did counter the pretty big Sphinx's Rev. Now he's just, what can you do with all the manas?
I
Is
just
that
want
Ashiok in hand? I see. Looks like it. So,
oh man,
he's going to have all the
oh man,
Planeswalkers.
Dream Team. Dream Team!
I don't know if you've played with Ashiok on Magic Online, but when you cast a spell, like it has all the creature types and then Nightmare on the end of it, and it just
Sweet.
makes it just that much more fun to beat somebody with their own creature.
Nightmare.
Looks like he hit nothing, which you'd expect against the blue-white deck. But,
Yep, looks like some draw spells. Maybe some counter spells. Oh man, are we gonna see it? What's the ultimate on Kiora? Is it 5?
it's 5, and it's all the Krakens.
Oh man.
Yeah, it looks like the Ashiok hit Island Divination Jace, which
Okay.
he's about out of Jaces. That's his 3rd one, I suppose.
Still. Kai's pretty much on. Yeah. He's just seeing more of Brian's deck at this point.
Yeah, this game's not real close. Like I said, if you had a Fated Retribution in hand, that would be okay. But Brian's down to appear to be.
He's digging. That's all he's doing. He's just
That
digging
was
for
good.
a retribution. But if Brian's smart and ults his ults Mama Kiora next turn, this puppy's over. Keeps on top. Maybe got a retribution. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah,
Or Revelation,
pretty much
something.
Looks like another Ashiok. So then beat 3 more of the library. And no creatures. Ooh,
double
that
red.
is just about.
Ooh.
That's got to be all of his ways out.
So
right
what did
there.
he keep on top? Oh, he kept a D-Sphere on top.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he did.
And look, he's gonna activate Jace. Get a little more
Come on.
card advantage.
He's just slowly doing it. Come on. It's that 3rd Planeswalker we want. Wait for it.
Just take the
Wait
Jace.
for it.
I know he has the tokens, but doesn't he have the emblem? Because he was commenting on the disappointing art of the Kraken.
Wait. It is the Kraken!
And that's the scoop. Fest.
That's all I wanted to say.
Dang it. So that's about what I expected after the Mold of 5 and pretty good start by Brian with the turn 2 accelerant, and he had the counter spell and he needed it to stay ahead.
Yeah, and if, like I said, even though Cobb, the early mole, I mean, Scrowlands is what's so great about him. It gets you right. He had a shot.
Yeah.
Till the Triforce was assembled of Ashiok, Kiora, and Jace.
You got to wonder, because he de-sphered the elixir really early, and of course Brian didn't really care about it because he had all that gas in hand anyway.
Yep.
But I don't know if he'd have held it, if the one de-sphere would have made that much difference, because like I said, he had all the different threats.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think he was coming back out of that. He definitely needed Fate of Retribution. Yeah. Speaking of sideboards,
yeah, looks like Brian's got a lot of dead cards.
Brian, let's see, 2 Unravel the Aether. Now that Unravel the Aether, is that Exile the Enchantments?
Yeah, it's Exile the Enchantments. I guess it's for
those guys definitely come in for D-Spheres.
Yeah. And of course, he's got Underworld Connections, might be.
Drowning Sorrow, Bow Blight, not going to help here. Underworld Connections definitely would come in. I'm guessing, Mistcutter Hydra's okay against some of these blue-white lists, but, I think it's kind of everybody sides it in, but I've seen a lot of people back and forth on that card.
So, also this, you want to keep checking out this Twitch channel. We're going to have a PTQ. So another PTQ to be announced soon. The format will be modern. We've got the sealed coming up pretty soon.
Okay. Moving on up in the world.
We have a sealed one coming up on the 19th, but supposedly we've got an additional one coming up sometime after that's going to be the modern format, which I'm really excited about. I love the modern format right now. There's many decks that you can just get and play with and get good with and have a chance.
The modern one, it's exciting, but that one on the 19th, it's something special. You know why?
Well, who might be commentating now?
It's this commentating team. It really seems like a dynamic duo. We got me, DT again, rolling with the Drew Bentley.
So that sounds like
rolling with the
I
Bentley.
would watch that. But we also, if you want to go back and watch any of these games, they get transferred over to the Crimson Castle Games YouTube channel shortly after broadcast on here. So if you see a particular play or a deck you like, you can go back and check it out later.
That's cool. Or if you want to hear the melodic sounds of my voice, that's great too. Just check out those replays. Also, you Twitter fiends out there, you can follow us at CC Castle Events. That's at C Castle Events. And follow you can chime in on the hashtag CCWED, WED, NTG. So CCWED, Wednesday night, Magic the Gathering. We've been going at it a good 30 minutes. Surely somebody wants to troll us. All right, back to these sideboards real quick. So we had the Unravel Aether. Definitely Thoughtseize. Brian's got to bring in.
Negate for sure.
Negate for sure. So Thoughtseize, Negate, Mistcutter, Underworld Connections, Ravel the Aether.
Kai's got I'd probably bring in Ratchet Bomb because you take it up to 4.
Yeah.
Hang out there for a while.
3 and 4 mana. There, it seems like a good out that he doesn't have a lot of answers to those Planeswalkers.
Like I said, he does have 1 Fate of Retribution, 2 Pithing Needle. Of course, you wouldn't name Jace necessarily because you have your own Jaces, but definitely could slam one on Ashiok.
Definitely Gainsay, probably definitely an Aetherling coming in there. Negates the spells, definitely 2 Pithing Needles, or as I like to say, Pithing Needles. It was an ancient torture device used by the Pithing dynasty in China.
I did not know that.
No, I just made that up.
But it sounded good. It sounded really good. There we go. There's only 33 minutes left in the round, so they kind of have to, Ty wants to take this to game 3.
I've seen enough of these control-on-control matchups here to know that we're going to turns.
Probably so.
And seeing as the players, I know both these players. They're both good guys. Everything. Brian is more apt to an aggro player, so seeing how he he may. I don't know how much he's tested with this deck. He may navigate it a little more, or take his time a little more as far as not having to usually make that many decisions.
Yeah. After you've played a deck for so long, you don't have to think about it. But you get this new deck of the week that you're trying out, and you got different lines of play.
To which that first game there, I mean, I don't think anybody really took too much time. I mean, it's typical control decision making.
Okay, so not rooting for anybody in particular, but double 7 keep would be great. See a good game here.
Yeah, I do like watching this. It's like old Kai Panda Nelson. He's gonna keep his 7.
Bunch of land on Brian's side. I think I saw 1 or 2 spells, and he's gonna keep those.
Keep. A lot of times these control decks. I mean, if you see a land heavy hand, especially with a bunch of scry lands, they want to keep it.
Looks like he's going to 6. Okay, he was just checking out Kai first. Kai kept, and then Brian decided to mulligan. He had just too many lands. Had 2 temples, but it's a mercy of your deck at that point. 2
I
spells.
don't know. That may come back to bite him, man. That's like I said. Those, he may not be as familiar with the control matchups, but those land heavy hands with multiple temples, it's kind of where it's at at least for me, for a control player.
Yeah.
But I'm terrible, so I don't know.
Well, have you been playing much of the More Than the Gods? Have you played any Sealed much?
Sealed, no.
No.
Sealed Limited, no. I've kind of been out of touch with this limited format.
It's from what I can tell, there's the white-red archetype that's so popular and powerful in draft.
Yep.
Doesn't quite get there as much in Sealed. I guess if your rares are on color, that's okay, but it's more of a blue-green, even a white-black kind of grindy matchup. The games go a lot longer, of course. You get to play your bombs and whatnot. But
Right.
I'm interested to see that in a couple weeks of PTQ, because sometimes you get this really bomby deck and you just do no wrong, but then the games I like to see are the guy that's got the mediocre deck and just grinds it out.
Right.
So it should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to study up my limited game for that.
Okay, I see Underworld Connection in Brian's hand, which is pretty good in this matchup. Can get you ahead on
If he can
cards.
stick that, that's going to put him pretty good in the driver's seat.
Okay, Scryland, go.
Get out of my house, top card. Water Grave tapped.
That is he gets points for the OG Water Grave. That is a Ravnica.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
oh, missed his second land drop there. That's going to be rough. He really needs to.
Missed his second.
Oh, he gets. Is that a Gilgate?
Ooh.
Or is that? I think it's Gilgate. Yeah, Golgari. Because, like I said, they're missing the temple. So just tapped with no scry action. So
Yikes.
yeah, this deck will
So
definitely.
that's like I
benefit.
said. That's where you get. Like that opener.
And Kai with the divination,
Divination.
for his 4th land drop, which I think he had no land in hand, but still.
Yeah, I just don't see.
And Brian's a good bit behind now.
Unless Brian hits runner or lands, I don't see anything good happening
He's
here.
discarding Underworld Connections. Yeah,
What is in his hand?
I think he has a second.
I see a negate, but
Okay, Scryland. Okay, maybe this will help him out. It looks like there's
That's
a
all I thought.
mid-temple mystery going to the bottom. That can't be right. It looked like a temple mystery, but
I see a negate, I see syncopate.
there's Kiora. See Kiora, so he's got his own elixir there. Which elixir versus Ashiok doesn't do too much.
No?
But it's going to be really hard for Brian to resolve anything of value here.
And he put a land on the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, well that's gonna get there.
Go with a.
It's got 2 counters.
All right. We're going beat down. We're going Hydra beat down.
I don't know if that's just to keep from discarding. I mean, it's a clock, but I'm pretty sure Kai can find an answer for it in 10 turns. Granted, those detention spheres look pretty bad right now, but with the Pro Blue, the Hydra.
That guy cannot have the blues at all.
No.
Always in a good mood.
Kai down to 16.
Say
Brian
that.
can ship the turn to him, but this Kai, he got his lands very well spread out. Looks like 7. 7 lands.
What's sad, I see Kai has 2 last breath in his sideboard, and I bet he did not bring those in.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so.
Conveniently, this Mystic Cutter Hydra is a 2/2 right now.
Well, the only creature we saw at all in game 1 was the Caryatid, which
Yep.
would be pretty poor target, as you cannot target. But gonna just get to 5 life and
Yep.
shuffle up. So where do you stand on the white border lands versus newer lands? I hear some people talking about it out in the, out in the crowd.
Yeah, our third man on commentary, Caleb Krotz, that's actually a mile away in the other building, but you can hear every word he says. Love you, Caleb. To me, I'm more of a OCD, all the same artwork.
Yeah.
Regardless whether it's what, but I really doesn't bother me whether what style it is, whatever. But I want all my planes to be the same, all my islands.
And I never really took that to be a big deal until Thoughtseize got back in the format,
Yeah.
and now they know that
And
you
it really,
drew that land.
yeah, it wasn't in standard. It wasn't until more recently. I mean, you had duress in the format and things like that, but there wasn't a whole lot of things that let you reveal player's hand after Gitaxian probe and the like rotated out.
I miss Inquisition quite a lot. It got almost everything you needed to get it. It didn't cost you 2 lives.
Yep.
But of course you wouldn't get something like Elspeth, which just got swatted back with that negate. So
Negatory, sir.
Brian is down on land.
No Elspeth for you.
But I can definitely see the new Elspeth and the new Ajani working well together on a 5/6. Make 3 dudes, put counters on them.
Yeah.
Seems like a little bit of synergy there.
Those guys are friends. This Mystic Rider's going to get there. How does he know? I bet he cited out his Supreme Verdicts, too. Not seeing any creatures.
I would not keep any Supreme Verdicts in after that game 1. I mean, he had the only creature was the Caryatid, and if he blow it up, you're not a Supreme Verdict on that.
After me talking about how on the fence Mystic Rider was, well, it's great when your opponent sides out every answer in their deck for it.
So basically,
the 2/2 will get there.
So basically, it's Fated Retribution or bust for Kai.
Yeah.
We're just going to get 2 to death. And down to 15? Oh, yeah, they didn't. No, that's the Jace. Now, the Jace trigger will definitely affect the Mistcutter because it doesn't target. It would just be any attacking creature, but only the attacking for 1 as long as Jace is out there. So you can actually keep that afloat unless Brian has an answer for it, of course.
The tech guy wants to let everybody know that he's a dumb monkey because he missed a couple of changes. We actually have it's an actual monkey that's making the life total changes. So
give him a break,
We're training chimps here at the castle. He'll get his banana. It's okay.
Okay, he goes to downfall the Jason and gets dissolved.
Dissolve.
I was really underwhelmed with that card when I first saw it. Everybody kind of didn't think much about Scry because that hadn't been in the format for a while. But I was I missed my Dissipate, the Exiles thing, because I was used to having Snapcaster be a thing. But
Yeah.
in this format, the Dissolve is definitely much better. Just the random Scry just adds a lot of value to it.
Yep.
Okay. Brian's got, looks like 6 cards in hand. He's got Divination and Jace. So he's gonna. I think he's just still going at Kai.
He does. He does have the trigger from Jace now, so he's halved that clock. Yeah, now we're good.
Takes 2 from his overgrown tomb, so he's got something going on here. Going to 18. Oh, he
So
took
it looks
2
like
and cast.
Well, it looks like he swung at
Jace. Oh yeah,
Jace.
knocked it down.
Maybe not, because he would have +1 to 5.
Yeah, it was at
So
5.
I guess he took 1, so Kai should be at 14.
Yeah.
Unless I missed something.
Yeah, because he just -2 Jace down to 3, so he must have won a Kai. 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. That's correct.
Okay, he's going to let the Divination resolve. Looks like Kai's still going to have, looks like 4 mana left up, plays a tapped Hallowed Mountain. I think Brian's just looking for a spot to get rid of the Jace or stick his own Planeswalker. Yep, he's just still swinging at Kai because that's really not a race you can win against Jace. Is 1-for-1 him. He's just going to hold you off. You might as well go to the face and try and dig for a.
Yeah.
Of course, actually, he didn't get the -1. That's right, because he activated it.
No, that time he's taking 2 to the mouth.
So,
And if he draws a second or another Hydra.
draws two lands off the top.
You're gonna get a scry out of this one, or no?
No, he's going to take 2 from the.
He
He's
may
trying to
have-
leave Dissolve up. That's right. He's got Dissolve in his
Okay,
hand.
yeah.
He wants to leave that up. Okay. Minus and Jace once again trying to search for that card. I imagine the Aetherling, one of the only win conditions left in the deck.
There we go. If we can stick that, it's gonna be a clock. But he's
He's got
definitely showing dissolve.
Yeah, he's got 8 or 9 mana. Of course, he's got his own counter over there, I believe.
Does he have?
He's got
1, 2,
lands.
3.
He'd have to have Negator game. So
Okay, he's got no.
he's got
Yeah,
plenty of
as long as
lands.
he's got a counter, as long as he's got counter backup, he's gonna resolve it right here.
He got
Aetherling.
and dissolve your dissolve.
Oh.
And he still has 2 mana up to blink the Aetherling should it get targeted.
Here I am. Put no cow on dead to rights. And Aetherling comes along to save the day.
Oh, there's that other Mistcutter Hydra you're talking about. So Aetherling may not be enough.
It's a race.
It was if he taps out for this, it would be a 5/5.
What's he gonna do?
He bottomed like a Planeswalker. Didn't get a good look at that. Okay.
Boom!
There we go. And
Hydra uppercut.
7U, so that's a 1 turn clock now. And I know the blue-white list used to run Azorius Charm just to randomly give their Aetherling lifelink to gain 8 to win the races, but that tech has fallen out of favor.
Oh, they got a Mutavault.
Mutavault is
Blockers.
good beats.
And he's gonna get a +1 from here.
So, well, Kai's down to 5, but the blockers could be enough because Aetherling can deal 8 a turn.
Can't block one of the Hydras.
No, it'd have to to be the Mutavault, but it might give him just enough time if he can just block the 5/5.
He's just got to survive a turn. He can smack for 8.
Yeah. So he's gonna attack.
He doesn't even have to make it unblockable.
No.
So.
Just pump it.
5, 6. I don't know what's in his hand.
I mean, you have to hit it for 8 here. There's not.
I don't know what he's holding on to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, there's the pump. Oh no! Oh, he's got Archangel thing.
Archangel thing.
That is a different story. It can block Hydras all day long.
It can.
Unfortunately, I think most of the removal that Brian kept in are abrupt decays, which are pretty worthless right now.
I thought he had a hero's downfall though.
And he used it earlier, I think, and got countered. He tried to get the Jace right off the bat, and he got countered.
If Kai has another counter backup too, which he may very well have another dissolve right here. I think he's probably got it. Yeah, I'm getting word that Kai does in fact have a dissolve. So
he's got mana for the dissolve and the Mutavault activation.
This, yeah, we're gonna have it. We're gonna go to a game 3, which in turn we're gonna go to town.
He casts his own Jace, and I imagine he's gonna have to take it down. Trying to dig for an answer here. Because if he can get rid of the Archangel, he has to chump with Mutavault, and then Aethelman cannot kill him next turn. But he has to find an answer for the Archangel.
Problem is he's going to give it to him, but he's got dissolve right here, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's right. I thought he had 2 lands off the hand untapped. Okay, that's the other them. Okay, well,
and there's a Sphinx's Revelation on top, so yeah, so we're good.
Yeah, I think that's kind of done.
Thought he was about to pack it up. Maybe not.
No,
he doesn't know
he
what
put
it does.
the cards he didn't take in his graveyard.
Yeah.
On bottom.
Silly rules. All the rules you have to remember.
Well,
peels the Rev off the top. Unblockable.
So game 3.
And game 3.
You make him go to combat, but yeah, that's definitely game over.
The old Mighty Mouse combo of Aetherling and another big giant flying dummy. Here we come to save the day. Kids nowadays, they don't know what Mighty Mouse is. Never mind. That's a lost reference. I just dated myself.
That saddens me quite a lot. So does Kai bring back in Supreme Verdict, knowing that he's on the Mistcutter plan now? He's definitely considered. One of my favorite sideboard decks. He's got Blind Obedience.
Ooh, there we go.
I think he actually had that main deck.
Yeah, he's probably got a 1-up main deck. Well, I guess he did because it's not on his sideboard.
Yeah, it's 13 minutes left in the round.
I don't think you really bring any. You can't really bring anything. You could bring in more Archangels, but I mean, the thing I kind of like the plan of bringing in all your Archangels, your Aetherling, having so many threats that he just doesn't have enough downfalls, counter answers for, and just keep jamming them. Because all it takes is one of Archangel Athune, Aetherling, Jace, or Elspeth left unchecked.
And that's the old trick. Have a creatureless deck. They side out all the removal. You bring in the big bombs. And lay the beats.
Yep.
I will say I do like Brian's deck. I've long looked for an excuse to play Ashiok and Kiora. I like both those cards a lot.
It is. I wonder what it does against just some blitz out mono red stuff.
Well, he's got the carriage in there for the blocker, but it's
Just
on the draw. It's you're probably at like 14 by the time you get that play out there.
That, and then maybe even that might be good against that, but I don't know about like a mono black deck that just starts ripping your hand apart.
Yeah, Thought Cities into Pack Rat.
Yeah.
I know in sideboard he's got a lot of answers for something like Pack Rat, but
Even
game one, I don't know how he fared against that.
Really like Thoughtseize.
I like casting.
I mean, if I'm playing, if I'm even if I played Kai's blue-white deck, I like his deck there tonight. Like, I would splash black for Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
I don't even care about any of the other black spells, but I would do it for Thoughtseize.
I was in an argument with Brian Guest the other day. Actually, I think it's the spoilers from Born of the Gods. Oh, it's Brumas, which I hadn't seen a lot of play, but anyway, he's talking about
Brumas.
But it dies to Hero's Downfall.
But it's yet a $30 card.
It's true.
But I digress.
And it's like, and it gets Thoughtseize out of your hand. Like you just negated the entire format. If it's a creature, it dies to Hero's Downfall unless it's Express, which is like 2.
That's the new old argument of it does to Doomblade, it does to Terror. Yes, the monkeys are telling us that Thoughtseize eats all
but lands.
but lands.
Which, what was it? I think it's Distress, the double black discard spell that was in the core set a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching somebody mull to 6 and then cast that on turn 2 and take their second land out of their hand because it says target spell. So
Yep.
Their card.
Not much action on the boards tonight. No Twitter monkeys out there. Remember, it's at Sea Castle Events. That's for Crimson Castle Events, but it's at Sea Castle Events under the hashtag CCWEDMTG. Wednesday Night Magic.
Are there any new decks in Standard you really like that you haven't seen much of? Or?
The only one that really kind of piqued my interest a week or so ago, it's not really my style, but the red-white burn list with the only creature was Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
And it was just
I've seen some lists that had the
50 burn spells.
They had the Fire Drinker, or not Fire Drinker, Fire Dancer in it too, but
Yeah,
I just don't like it as much.
That I saw the list I saw. I think maybe it was Michael Jacobs on Star City was in one of his articles. Sorry, brain fart. I'm looking at
The typing.
what monkeys are typing to me. You can also follow us on our Facebook page. Is it Crimson Castle Games? Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, monkey.
It's Crimson Castle Games, that sounds right. It's, with everybody's new phones these days, I don't know anybody's phone number. It's in my phone.
Exactly.
I don't know anybody's Facebook page or Twitter handle because I've got it saved. I just go to it. It's on there.
Facebook.com/Castle Crimson Castle Games. I should probably wait till he's finished time. Okay, here we go. Facebook.com/Crimson Castle Games.
Okay,
So
we have missed a little bit.
There we
There's
go.
been land drop. So,
Some scrying action going on.
2 scries, one on each side. Now we got a nice little
So immortality.
elixir.
Kyle trying his best to ensure this game goes to turns.
Well, does he have the triple Hydra hand over there?
I don't know.
Sure looks
If
3
he
miscutters.
does, he
Yes.
sure totally does not have green mana.
No, he has triple Hydra with no green mana. That is a sad day.
Oh, it hurts so good. / bad for Brian.
Stuck on 2 lands. What's he doing?
Oh! He rips the overgrown tomb.
18, 2-power Hydra, inbound.
Hydra uppercut!
So-
Immediately terrified of the 2/2, going to 25. once again, determined to get this game into turns.
So basically, every land Brian rips from here on out just makes his Hydras that much bigger.
23 paid for a shock land.
Yeah.
Getting in the comments, also, we mentioned this earlier before anybody on here, but youtube.com/Crimson Castle, where you can catch all the replays. And as I told you earlier, if you just want to hear the melodic sounds of the quintessential stud muffin, DT, it'll make for a good sleep video. You can listen to it later.
Yeah, I can't listen to it.
Sorry.
Driving down the road, I just pass out.
There you go.
Okay, well, the Mistcutter plan was good, and then
Yeah.
Archangel of Thune showed up.
Yep. Miscutters.
Oh,
It's
never
just
mind.
gonna eat it.
Downfall. What? The
Dispel! Snap Nasty Dispel. I love it.
That is a dagger.
I love it.
That
I
is
told
a dagger.
you. Kai's sharp. This kid's on his game. Oh, double Archangel.
Second Archangel. Counter. Thank you.
Oh, man. It ain't even about turns now. If he doesn't have another removal spell, this is game.
Kai is now making sure
Oh,
he
it's
does
double
everything
triggers.
to not let it go to turns.
This is 2 triggers.
Yes, so they will both be 5/6s.
Oh, man. Forget the Hydra uppercut. Here comes the Angel.
Okay, yeah, the 2/2 Hydra is not so beastie. Getting.
Send those
There's
2
a check with the
Angels.
judge, but there's definitely 2 triggers there because life gain hits both of them.
Yep.
So, even though only one of them did the damage. Yeah, that's a fun trigger with Courser of Crucifix. Play your Archangel, play your land, everything gets bigger.
Oh! So good.
So he's a good little bit of life there. He gained 3. That's it. It's handshake time.
Yeah, there's
So,
Can't
it
win that.
shows,
He's not
shows the
gonna
third
have answers.
Hydra, which is just
Wow. Man, I thought Brian was going to get that.
yeah.
Rip the Overgrown Tomb. The turn he needs it for his green mana for his triple Hydra hand, only to be outdone by double Archangel of Thune.
And the Dispel, which I think was quite timely there. If he just has to face down one Archangel, it goes on for a little bit longer. But when the downfall got dispelled, and then he just followed it up with another Archangel, that's
Archangel.
Too much.
Tag team Archangel.
so. I imagine that was the last match in the round.